Hi everyone, my name is Michael. I'm the president of the NUS Students Political Association. Founded in 1976, Nuspa is the leading student political association in Singapore. Over the past 45 years, our association has been dedicated itself towards promoting political participation and championing active citizenry amongst our Singaporean youths. The onset of the COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted and changed the ways we live, work, and play. In the past 1 year, Nuspa has reinvented itself and adapted to the new normal through new projects and initiatives. Today, I brought some of our members from the management committee to share with you our memorable and fulfilling experiences in the past 1 year. So, come join me and let's hear what our members have to share.
My most fulfilling experience in Nuspa is watching my fellow directors successfully execute their forums amidst the challenges of the pandemic.
So one eye-opening moment for me was when I met MOS Sun. To be able to discuss and evaluate and analyze social issues with her and social policies was a dream come true.
And to bravely promoted women's development amidst the challenges of a sensitive socio-political climate.
I never thought that I would be given this opportunity, and I'm so thankful that I was allowed to do that thanks to Nuspa.
Global Asia Forum was the first hybrid event that Nuspa organised, and we had to adapt and improvise along the way in order to ensure that this hybrid event is a success.
The concept which he firmly pushed for, despite the difficulties in time and logistics.
Despite the challenges that we faced, we have managed to attract over 100 participants, and this event was considered a success. It was satisfying seeing the smiles on everyone's faces during supper after the event, and it made me realise how valuable this experience actually was.
I organised the annual Top Guns Forum by bringing together outstanding representatives of 4 key political parties to discuss the biggest changes in Singapore's political landscape.
He tested the concept of live fact-checking, a task which I thought was politically sensitive and logistically intensive.
Although the forum took place online, we had over 80 NUS students across 5 faculties participating in the dialogue, and they fielded questions to the 4 politicians. At the end, all participants left with a lasting impression and a better understanding of Singapore's political currents.
One thing that Nuspa has always sought to do is to engage young people beyond NUS. And that is why we have events like the Debate Series, which is organised by Nisha, to interact directly with students from junior colleges and polytechnics.
Thanks to my peers and thanks to the MC members, I was better able to execute the event, and I was better able to plan for the event because of the expertise and the support that they provided throughout.
It was inspiring to see all these young people and young students sharing their perspectives and thoughts on a range of current affair issues. We also wanted to engage with students from NTU and SMU, and that is why we went to form Varsity Voices.
Seeing through the signing of the Statement of Cooperation between Nuspa and our counterparts at SMU APOL and NTU CAS.
Essentially, VB aims to bring young passionate individuals together to discuss Singapore's pressing issues and what we can do to solve them.
It's something that we have worked very hard for, and we've had to overcome a lot of challenges. So seeing that come into place and finally happen is something very significant.
Nuspa also just hosted the Singapore Model Cabinet together with SMU Apolitical, as well as the upcoming Chancellor's Challenge Shield, where students from universities and junior colleges came together to discuss a wide range of issues. Another thing that Nuspa does is to engage directly with policymakers. Following the announcement of Green Plan 2030, we reached out to Member of Parliament Louis Ng to gather his thoughts and perspectives through an interview.
We got to invite MP Mr. Louis Ng onto the Clubhouse platform to talk about the Singapore Green Plan 2030. It was a very interesting experience because, firstly, we got to learn about how the Green Plan was implemented from the government's perspective, and secondly, it was also my first time moderating on a Clubhouse session, and without the help of my teammates, it definitely wouldn't be as successful.
Nuspa also hosted 2 political dialogue series sessions where our MC members did a great job facilitating the focus group discussions. The first was with Minister Lawrence Wong, where we shared our hopes and aspirations of Singapore over the next 5 years.
So it was my first time coming into contact with a full minister, and so to hear a minister's perspective about the rationale behind the policies, what goes into the decision-making process, is quite an interesting experience.
The second, which is a session that I moderated, was with Minister Desmond Lee,
in which he actually addressed the issue of public housing in prime locations. And it made me realize that the conversations that we are having and the things that we are raising up is actually directly making an impact in policy making today.
I got to moderate focus groups where I found out the concerns my peers had regarding such developments and some of the ideas they had for it. And I actually got to sit down and talk with the minister and propose some of these ideas and solutions.
Another rewarding experience was creating Nuspa's new publication, The Convergence. TC provides a key platform for our students to write on Singapore's political issues and current affairs. Particularly in the past 1 year, TC has helped to amplify the voices of our youth on COVID-19 matters, which allows the university and our society to understand the views and opinions of young Singaporeans better. More importantly, The Convergence rebuilds Nuspa's publication wing and reconnects with our association's long-time tradition of publication engagement that dates back to as late as the Le Message in the 1980s.
Recently, we got to invite a few of our alumni over to shoot a video segment for our Nuspa's 45th anniversary.
I had the honour of interviewing some of them, and what I thought would have been a formal session ended up being a very casual and engaging conversation, kind of like catching up with old friends. This revealed to me how inclusive and strong the Nuspa culture is.
Different generations still bonded together by memories past and present.
Established since the beginning and runs through the present.
I think as an architecture student, when I first joined Nuspa, I had some concerns about finding my place there, since most of my peers were from the political science major. But I think over the years, as I made new friends, met new people, and found out more about Nuspa, I realized that Nuspa was actually a place that really encouraged everyone to contribute in their own ways according to their own strengths and interests.
So one of the more memorable moments that I had was the get-together organized at the end of the year. I was initially quite hesitant to go because I did not know some of the people there, but actually through good food and meaningful conversation, we managed to interact with each other more and we got to know the rest of the MC better as well.
I think as long as you have a genuine interest in a social, environmental, political or economic issue or any issue in Singapore, you'll be able to find something that you love in Nuspa.
Now that you've heard our members sharing their Nuspa experiences, are you excited? Do you feel motivated enough? If yes, what are you waiting for? Come join the Nuspa family and let's explore and discover the next chapter of our journey together.